Now, Jordan is in Indianapolis. Jordan, how you doing?
How you doing, Miss Wendy?
Fine, thank you, Jordan.
All right, so I'm recently single, and I've been trying out all of like the dating apps and stuff. And I started talking to this guy who's really attractive. But the only problem is he's in his 50s and I'm in my 20s. He's like really persistent, wants to take me on a date and stuff, but I'm scared people will judge me and think I'm trying to use him. What should I do? Should I let him go or try it out?
Okay, how old are you in your 20s?
I'm 24.
Okay, and how old is he in his 50s?
He's 54.
Does he have children?
I don't know. I should ask that.
Is he married?
I don't know. I'll ask.
Is he married?
He's not married. No, he's not married.
How long have you been talking to him?
Probably like about a month or so.
Okay, so what's your question to me?
Should I let him take me out on a date or should I like let him go? I'm just scared people will judge me, and I don't want people to judge me.
Everybody's gonna judge you.
My mom.
We all. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to bring
Sure.
him. You don't have to bring him to your mother. Your mother would probably have a fit. But go out on a date with him. Why not?
She would.
I mean, maybe a virtual date or something. Go out on a date with him.
Yes. Well, hopefully after everything like opens up again.
He's 30 years older than you. Just keep that in mind.
He is 30 years older than me.
He's not a keeper.
I will. He is 30 years older than me.
Yeah, you're a twink to
Okay,
him.
I'll just have fun with it then.
Tino is in South Africa. Tino, how you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
What's your question for me?
So I recently got offered a job in Canada. If I accept the offer, they need me to start working early next year, and I'll have to move to Canada alone. That means leaving my boyfriend of 2 years as well as my family, whom I share a close relationship with. I haven't really told anybody, don't know how to tell my loved ones about this job, and I don't know if I should take it. What should I do, Wendy?
So you still live in South Africa?
Yeah.
But your job offer is in Canada. And you have a boyfriend who's South African who lives in South Africa you've been with for 2 years.
Yeah, that's correct.
Is your family accepting of your LGBTQ lifestyle?
Yes, fully, especially my mother.
Okay, so who ultimately will you miss the most? And you can't say the whole family. Your mother or your boyfriend? How old are you?
In this case, I'm 28.
Okay.
So in this case, I'm going to have to say my mother because I talk to her a lot, and she usually helps me through all my problems and whatnot. So if I have problems, I'll run to her. So she's my pillar of strength, if I have to say.
Well, that's what mothers are for, and that's what telephones are for. I say take the job. You're 28 years old. It's time for you to search, financially and regarding a career. And you can't do it by sitting and rejecting good offers in South Africa. And as far as your boyfriend, he'll get over it or visit you until you settle into something new. She didn't come off as a brat to me. So Christoph is in Poland. Hi, Christoph. How you
Wendy.
doing?
How you doing?
Fine, thank you. How can I help?
Yeah, I wanted to know because I sort of fell for a guy who then said he's not into me like that. And so we stopped talking. Now we're back talking and we started hooking up. Should I continue seeing him in hopes of actually getting together? Or is it just a friends with benefits kind of situation?
Oh, how old are you?
22.
Oh, see, by the way, what is that star thing behind you? I love your setup.
Oh my God, that's my pillow.
Fabulous. Listen, you keep being you and know this. You've got plenty of chances to hook up for the rest of your life. This guy that you're back with, if all he's doing is hooking up, then that's all it should be taken for. He's hooking up. Don't look him in the eye. You know what I mean? Don't spend money on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let him use your bathroom. Show him the door as soon as you score. All right? Thank you. It's time for Ask Wendy. So Jasmine is in Ohio. How can I help you, Jazz?
How you doing?
How you doing?
So Wendy, I have a question. I have two friends that are dating the same man. And one friend knows about the other, but she's convinced that he's not dating that friend. And then the other girl doesn't know at all about the cheating. So I feel bad because I'm friends with both of them. And I think they should know, but I'm not sure if I should tell them. So my question is, should I tell them about the love triangle they're in, or just not get involved?
Here's the thing, Jazz. You have to be prepared to lose both of their friendships, or at least one. If you get, like, this is really bad, I feel as though you should tell them. Normally I say stay out of grown people's business, but in a case like this, at least they're not married. Are either one of them in love?
Yes. One of them is in love and one of them is maybe on the border of love.
Well, you know what? Call them together and tell them both, and be prepared to lose their friendship. If you're not prepared for that, then keep your mouth shut and look the other way.
Okay.
Okay? So, hi, Millie. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good, thank you, Millie. How can I help you?
Okay, my boyfriend and I have been together over 10 years. We both have children from previous relationships. My children love my boyfriend, but his children are very rude and disrespectful towards me. And I believe it's because their mom doesn't like me and she's putting words in their head. So it's gotten to the point to where they won't even let my boyfriend see his grandchild if I'm around. And we're about to get married next year, and I just don't want that type of drama in my relationship. So I'm just asking, what should I do?
How many children do you have?
I have 3.
And how many does he have?
He has 4.
Okay, and plus the grandchild.
Yes.
I tend to agree with you. Sometimes exes do they can't get over it, so they put bad thoughts about the new woman in the kids' heads. Is she occupied? Is she involved with anybody romantically?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Have you had this conversation with him?
Yes, I have. Mm-hmm.
And what does he say?
Well, his children are grown, and they have their own opinion. I'm sorry?
How grown are they? Did they live with you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
They live with their moms. So
okay, so they get poisoned all the time.
Yeah.
Well, but what does your husband say specifically? I mean, fathers still have a say-so in their children's lives.
Well, he has said, talk to his children about the issue, but they're going on their mom's side.
So he's not talking hard enough.
Yeah, maybe not, but we've spoken with the children about it.
What do they say?
I just don't know what to do.
What do they do to you specifically to disrespect you?
Well, there have been instances where we have come face to face and they won't even acknowledge me or speak to me or anything.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is between you and your fiance. Are you engaged yet?
Yes, we are.
Okay. This is between you and your fiance. I couldn't marry, not at your age. You know, by the way, you look fabulous. But
thank you.
But you know what? You can find another. This is too much drama at your age.
Yeah.
The kids are never going to respect you. He doesn't have a firm grip on it. And good luck, Jordan Millie. Jordan is in Canada. Hi, Jordan. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. How can I help you?
Well, I'm turning 29 at the end of the month, and I'm looking to celebrate my big birthday. I wanted to celebrate with family and friends, but during these hard times, it's kind of hard to decide what to do and where to go. And I don't want to risk people's safety, so I just want to get your advice on what I should do. And during these hard times, I just want to make sure that no one gets jealous or fighting one another if I do a small party.
Well,
so what's your advice?
Well, the first thing is that 29 is not a big birthday. It's just a birthday. 30 is your big birthday. Let's put it in perspective. Second of all, when you say get jealous or hard times, do you mean because of Corona only or because people don't have money?
Well, I'm just thinking Corona only because I have family and friends. I don't want them to, if I do smaller parties, I don't want them to get jealous that they might not be invited to the smaller situations. You know how some friends are.
Well, yeah, but family and friends are two different things. Why don't you have a brunch with your family and a nice celebration? They do all the cooking and you get to celebrate, and then have the evening and nighttime with your friends.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. Mario is in Atlanta. Hi, Demario. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good. What's your
My
question? Okay.
I recently inherited a property. It's located in East Atlanta, a gentrified section of Atlanta, and my family is urging me to sell the house for some quick cash. But me personally, I want to do a major reno and in the long run build a tiny house village in the backyard. So my question, Wendy, is should I sell the property to get some quick cash, or should I invest a little TLC, hey T-Boz and Chili, and fix it up?
Keep the house. Your family, they just want the quick, they don't see the big picture. They will one day. Keep the house. Thank you. Yes, Wendy. Now, Melissa is in Georgia. How you doing, Melissa? How you doing?
Wendy, how you doing?
Fine, thanks. How can we help?
Okay, Wendy, I have a question for you. First of all, I'm a licensed realtor in Georgia and Alabama, and I have this lovely couple that I've been working with for a while. And the lovely couple, unfortunately, have decided to break up and go their separate ways. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, they want me to still be their realtor, which is good. But Wendy, they have come to me separately and secretly and asked me to purchase a house through me, but they don't want me to tell the other partner that they are going through with the sale.
Okay.
So they put me in an uncomfortable position. It's like I talk to them too much to keep that type of secret. So what should I do?
Okay, for those of you not familiar with Georgia, it's more than Atlanta. There's a part of Georgia that sits right at Alabama. So I understand the whole licensed in both states thing. The second thing is, which one of the two spouses has the most money? Go ahead.
They are both pretty successful. So both of them kind of.
Okay, which one do you like more? Okay, forget it.
You know what, Wendy?
This is not about them. My own realtor has told me this before, in a good way. I love you, girl. This is about you, your money, and your survival. They have nothing to do with anything except your commission. That's it. And don't talk to them about it. Okay. Just be about your business. Okay?
Just keep it. Okay.
Business. Okay. It's about you. All right. Okay. Hi, Dustin. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Wendy?
Good. How can I help you?
So, Wendy, I have two small Chihuahua dogs that have always slept in the bed with me for like 10 years. My boyfriend just moved in, and with him, he brought his overweight, very loud, obnoxious Puggle dog. It's half pug, half beagle.
Okay.
So his dog also joined us in the bed, but the worst part is his dog snores so incredibly loud, I can't get a good night's sleep. So how do I tell him that his dog has got to get out of our bedroom if I want my dogs to stay with me?
You can't have it both ways, Dustin. Like, how long have you been with your boyfriend?
It'll be 4 years in March.
A substantial relationship. And
yes,
also the relationship with your dogs is even more substantial. Yeah. Do you have a second bedroom?
No, we're in a small condo. We didn't plan on COVID either before we moved in, so we're stuck here for a minute.
Well, is there a way that you can fashion something, maybe a carpenter can do it for you, fashion something where the dogs can see you, maybe through a plexiglass, but a real thick one, you know, surrounded by wood, leaned onto or, you know, hammered to the wall. So when you and your boyfriend go to sleep, the dogs have each other for company. It'll take a little bit of training, but what else are we doing? It's COVID.
Nothing.
Okay. Wendy, now Jamie is from, ow. Ooh, I put my warmers in the microwave. Ooh, when you sit on them, it gives you, warm thigh. Now I'm putting them in my jeans, warm booty. I like them down in my lower spine. Anyway, from Mexico, Jamie. Jamie, hi, how you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good, Jamie, how can I help you?
Well, my best friend is extremely paranoid with the pandemic, and I get it. We're safe and we wear masks when we're out and about, but she rarely leaves the house. She even wears a mask when she's inside her own home. There's a couple of friends and family members that she does see, but when she does see them, she sees them at a park outside, more than 6 feet apart. I want to see her for the holidays, and I told her to stop by my home, but she wants everybody to be masked up, gloves on, overly sanitized. She even bought a hazmat suit.
Okay.
She says it's a joke, but I really don't think it's a joke.
Me neither.
How can I talk to her about not being so paranoid? It's okay to be safe,
well,
but she doesn't have to be overly scared about it without ruining our friendship.
Well, Jamie, is it because you all live in Mexico? Because
New Mexico.
Totally
We're in
different.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Got you. I say let your friend do what she's going to do. There are people freaking out and getting really weird. They wear masks in their house. They wear masks when they go to sleep. I've been known to sleep with a mask on. Like you kind of forget you have the mask on, especially if you wear like a really pretty, solid black one or something like I like to. Let her wear her hazmat suit. Let her bring her own utensils. Let her sit 12 feet apart. Let her be. Just,
Okay, thank you.
All right, Jamie, by the way, you're very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
I love you, Wendy.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Yolanda is from Memphis, and she's got a question. How you doing, Yolanda?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing?
Thank you. I recently upgraded my mother's cell phone from a flip to a smartphone. Now she's following me on social media, watching what I'm buying, commenting on all of my posts. Wendy, I am 51. I'm grown. And she's all up in my business like she has nothing else to do. How do I tell my mother and my father to stop following me on social media and counting my coins?
Well, first of all, tell them you're grown and they need to stop and you're not doing anything bad. You're just living your life. Next thing you need to do is block them both. Good luck, Yolanda. So Shauna is in Texas. Hi, Shauna. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. What's your question?
My question is, after 32 years, I retired from teaching, and I have been having the time of my life. I've gotten into social media and TikToks.
Uh-oh.
I throw on my cowgirl boots
Okay.
and just have a good time. Now, I'm 55, so a lot of my friends think I'm too young to retire and give me a bit of a hard time. They say I'm always having too much fun and that I need to take it easy. Wendy, how do I tell my friends that I just want to enjoy the next chapter of my life without coming off as a brat?
You put them over there. You still hang out with them. You're still friends with them, but they can't get in the way of enjoying the next chapter of your life. Wow. I admire that you're just able to do it. Throw caution to the wind. So many of us are still working. Good for you, Shauna. Good for you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And about those dates, I had 2 of them. I realized I didn't answer you about the dates. Okay, the first one bought his wife. And I'm like, I don't have time to make friends, I'm in to either win or not. And there was nothing anyway, so I'm like, okay, bye. And also he had ways about him that maybe his wife doesn't know. But I know. And I just didn't want to be bothered. 5 minutes later, I leave. I go on my second date. The second date, real nice guy, but not my type. But we could be friends. I didn't give him the home number. He didn't come over. But we could be friends. You know what I mean? So, in conclusion, I didn't get any action over the weekend. All right, it's time for Ask Wendy. Eva is in Staten Island. Hiya, Eva. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good, thanks, Eva. How can I help?
Well, my question is, last year for Christmas, I gave my sister-in-law a sweatshirt, and I'm sorry, I made a mistake. She gave me a sweatshirt wrapped in a box with crumbled up paper. It was the shirt that I had actually given to her for her birthday. I didn't say anything because I didn't know if she remembered that I gave it to her. So my question is, with the holidays coming up, I'm thinking of teaching her a lesson. Wendy, should I re-gift the re-gift or should I buy her something new?
No, you know what I think is really funny? You wait until sometime in February and you wear it around her, and then she's gonna say, oh, I see you're wearing the gift. And then you make a joke with her, not a joke that's gonna start a fight. And it's gonna be, yeah, you gave it to me, and now I'm wearing it. It'll be like a joke, you know what I mean? In the meantime, for you, you buy something from Trendy at Wendy that's on the cheap. You know what I mean? Or buy something even cheaper on the cheap. Or re-gift her something that somebody gave to you. But don't spend a bunch of money on her, but don't make this a big family problem. You know what I mean?
No, I don't like that. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. We'll be right back. Ask Wendy time. Tijuana is in Virginia. Tijuana, how you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good. How can I help you?
Okay, so I'm going through a divorce, but I have a crush on a male friend of mine. We've been friends for the past 8 years. And once the divorce started, I reached out to him because in the past we fell apart, you know, marriage. And we started talking to each other. Now, I don't even know if he's single or if I should wait until the divorce is finalized. But I feel like there's something there. Should I go for it and take the leap, Wendy?
Do you and your husband, soon-to-be ex-husband, do you still live in the same house or do you live by yourself?
No.
Okay.
I live by myself.
And how many times approximately have you talked to your friend from the past?
I speak to him quite often because, like I said, I'm going through a divorce and I need some support.
Yeah, but you obviously don't speak to him with the good stuff. Like, it's not difficult to ask a man, are you married? Do you have children? I mean, get in there. How old are you?
Okay. I'm 34.
Old enough to know how to communicate with a man. And also, let me just say, how long have you been friends with him? 10 years? 5 years?
8 years. 8 years.
Yeah, he's not that into you. I mean, because he would have, even if you were married, he would have thrown you the side eye, even if he didn't leap on you, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I would just stay his friend, resist. But you know what? Ask him about himself. Act like you care about something other than your divorce. Trust me. People don't want to always talk to you about your divorce. Trust me. Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful day. Tanya is from Texas, and she's got a question, too. Hi, Tanya. How you doing?
Hey, Wendy. How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving, darling.
You too.
Yes, due to the nature of my job, I get to travel around the world in various different countries. I've recently just traveled and, of course, taken precautionary measures with COVID or what have you. Here's the tea, Wendy. The tea is my anniversary is coming up for 5 years, and it's also my husband's birthday. I am trying to plan this awesome getaway to a country I've been invited to. How can I do this on the sly without him finding out? Wendy, I need the tea, darling.
Well, first of all, congratulations on 5 years. Second of all, your husband, I can't believe that you all got married on his birthday. Because if something happens with the marriage, then he's got to remember his birthday at the same time as divorce.
No, we didn't get married on his birthday. His birthday's actually December 1st. We got married Valentine's Day in New York.
Even worse. But look, why don't you say that you've racked up so many frequent flyer or family and friends miles that you want to take him? There's no way of surprising a grown person. Just tell him to pack a few things or pack a lot of stuff, and you all are going on the trip of a lifetime to celebrate your love. Yeah, easy. In Virginia, Monica, what's your question?
How you doing, Wendy?
How you doing, Monica?
Okay, well, Wendy, I really can't stand my best friend's boyfriend. I think he's rude, he's annoying, and he's putting a strain on our friendship. And she sees that he's rude and he's annoying, but she doesn't say anything. So I'm wondering, should I step in? Can I intervene?
How long have you been with her? Friends?
Well, for over 5 years.
And how long has she been with him?
Just a few months. So I'm hoping that she will actually see that he's terrible and move on, but it's taking a little longer.
Well, you know what? I would leave her alone and just see how it pans out. And eventually, maybe you want to step in and say something to her. You know, one-on-one. Thanks. Ask Wendy. Veronica's in San Francisco. Hi, Veronica. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Fine, thank you. How can I help you?
Well, as you know, it's the holidays, which means more time talking with mom. Now, I love her, but she can be critical of my lifestyle. I'm a single woman living her best life in the city, and she'd rather see me settle down. And she'll be shady in the conversation with little comments and questions. But at the end of the day, I'm not as conservative as she is. So, Wendy, how do I tell her to back off without hurting her feelings or ruining the holidays?
Well, you're 40, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so, you know, I mean, I'm a bit older than you, but our moms come from a different generation. They have no idea that we still like to drop it like it's hot and go out and have a good time. So,
You got it.
do you live with your mother?
No. I live by myself.
Does she live near you?
She lives about an hour away.
So why can't you just not say anything to her? Because, you know, you don't want to hurt her feelings or ruin the holidays. Do you have a boyfriend, a steady?
I do. I date a guy who she's not exactly the biggest fan of. You know, he's already been married. And then the last guy before was 10 years younger. So she's never been happy with anybody.
Well, you know what? For the holidays, it'd be nice if you all came over for hors d'oeuvres or dessert. Maybe not the main course, but hors d'oeuvres or dessert. Like, you're gonna have to force your lifestyle onto her to make her understand it's okay. You're not killing people. You're not hurting people. You're just living your life. You're happy. And she should be happy for you, or at least learn how to fake it. Okay, thank you, Veronica.
Thank
now,
you so much.
Tino is from Mississippi. How you doing, Taryn? What's your question?
How you doing? Hi. So I have a 17-year-old son. We are very close. We have a very open relationship. The other day, he asked, should he buy lingerie for his girlfriend's Christmas gift? Well, I was shocked and didn't know what to say, but he's getting older, and I mean, I don't know if I should buy it or should I be offended that he asked. Wendy, do you think I should help him, or am I being too lenient?
No, I think it's really nice that he trusts you enough that you're like mom friend for this particular situation. I think what you should do is send him to one of the lingerie stores. Like Vicky's is always having sales. You know, 5 pair of panties for, you know, $5. Tell him, don't get her a teddy. Explain to him what a teddy is. Show him one of yours, girl. Explain to him, she doesn't need a teddy, but maybe she needs a nice pair of string bikini panties. That's lingerie. Not a bra, because he doesn't know sizes yet. And let him do it on his own. Encourage him. And keep the lines of communications open so that we know exactly what he's up to. And tell him, make sure that he's using a condom, and see if he falls into that trap to tell you he is having sex.
Okay.
Okay, whole nother conversation. Thank you. Nutia is from India. How you doing, Nutia?
How you doing, Wendy?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, so I have a coworker that doesn't seem to respect my personal space and boundaries while at work. We could be having a conversation and she'll place her hand on my shoulder or my back, and it makes me really uncomfortable, especially due to the state of the world. How can I have a conversation with her without offending her while at work?
Not just me, but people around here I've overheard say, stop touching me. Stop, you know, like, stop touching me. We can talk, stop touching me. That's easy, and do it with a smile. You know, I want to hear the story, but can you please stop touching me? Like, stop touching me.
Okay.
And then she might say, why? And then all you say is, because, stop touching me. And then she'll laugh, you'll laugh, and you'll be closer for it.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, Wendy.
Sometimes I always feel like people know the answers to their own questions. We'll be right back. All right, Christina is here, and she's from Cleveland. Christina, how you doing?
How you doing? I'm good. So my boyfriend and I, we've been dating for 10 years. We have two kids together, and I ask him at least maybe once a month, when are we going to get married? And he just ignores me. But my friends and my family, they keep bugging me to get married, and I don't know, he just ignores me. What should I do? Should I just chalk it up and just ignore the fact that he doesn't want to get married?
Yes. How old are your children?
We have a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Boys and girls, or just boys?
We have a 2-year-old son and a 6-year-old girl.
Okay, your daughter is watching how mom's acting during this, all right? He's already locked you down by having the kids. You know, unless you're making movie star money, you can't afford to like leave and flee the scene with the baggage, which would be the children. You're stuck. He's not gonna marry you. And there are people watching right now who scream at me and say, Wendy, how could you say that? Love will conquer all. Marriage is not everything. Yes, marriage is the holy grail of relationships. You know what I'm saying? You can sit around and have all the kids you want. But if you don't have that ring, if you never even gave it a try, if you're not, sorry, he doesn't want you like that. Hi, Tanya, how you doing?
Doing.
Good. What's your question?
So my daughter, she just started the gymnastics team in our area. And I've been taking her probably about 2-3 weeks. Well, when I was there, one of the parents commented to me that due to the way that she's built, she should probably always have on shorts or pants with her leotard. It's perfectly normal for all the other young girls to wear just a leotard. It is gymnastics. Mm-hmm. I just smiled when she said it. I didn't know what to say, but later I felt like I should have defended my child or I should have said something. What do I do if another parent comments about the build of my child? She's built like her mother, but she's not overweight.
What does that mean?
And she was a gymnast.
Does she have a big booty? Is that what you're saying?
She has some booty and thighs, but she's 5 years old.
And she's only 5. What I would do is do you think that this mother talked to other mothers, but she's just the mother who's representing the rest?
I don't think so, and I don't even think she was trying to be nasty. I think she's probably concerned.
Perfect. Well, here's what you do. You pull her aside one day at practice. Don't invite her to your house or anything like that. And just politely, just the way you're talking to me, just politely let her know she's only 5. They're children. And I understand how she's built, but don't single her out. She has to dress like the rest. That's what a team is. Thank you so much, Tanya.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Susie's in Philly. Hi, Susie. What's your question?
Hi, Wendy.
How you
I
doing?
was out to dinner a week ago with 2 friends of mine. One of my friends was pouring her heart out about some financial struggles they were having. My other friend said, well, I'm privileged. And she sat there for about 45 minutes, didn't say a word while my friend was like literally pouring her heart out. And 45 minutes later, she abruptly stood up and said, I'm leaving. And she left.
The rich friend?
An hour later, what?
The rich friend or the poor friend?
The rich, I guess the rich friend, the privileged friend.
Okay, the privileged.
The self-proclaimed privileged friend.
Okay.
And so an hour later, we both get a text. Hey girl, like we had so much fun. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you again. And I didn't know what to do. I was so mad and so upset and hurt. And I haven't replied back. I haven't addressed it. I just don't know what to do.
Don't address it. It doesn't sound like it's worth it. I mean, it was inappropriate for your non-privileged friend to sit there and, complain about money. I mean, who doesn't have money complaints these days? And it was very selfish of your privileged friend to go on about how she's privileged. If I were you, I would play it right down the middle. Don't say anything. Just don't be involved. Act like you didn't hear the conversation. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Nicole is in Michigan. Nicole, how you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good. How can I help?
I'm a new mom. I just had 2 boys back to back.
Okay.
And my friends and family, they like to take photos and put it on their social media. Mm-hmm. They'll take pictures and videos without asking my permission. I'm not really a fan of the internet, and I don't like them tagging me in things that my people from work can see. So, and then plus I don't want my family all over the internet. With the holidays coming up, I'm thinking about having a photo ban at any of the gatherings that I have. So my question is, how do I talk to my friends and family about posting pictures of my children on their social media without seeming crazy.
Well, you just did on TV. And also, even if you do a no picture ban for the holidays, after the holidays, people are gonna be back to taking pictures. Furthermore, and by the way, congratulations on your 2 boys. But what is the situation with you not wanting their pictures? That's what family does.
I know, but it's different. We live in a different time. You know, now they're posting and like anybody from the world can see.
So what?
I don't like it.
How old are your boys?
1 in like 1 month.
Nobody's looking at them like that. They are not in danger. You're there with them.
They are.
You work your job. Leave your family alone, even during the holidays.
All right, Wendy.